got my mug that says dead inside because I am. Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. Sorry about the lighting. There's a storm coming in, so I gotta work with what I got. But this video is really just me decorating my bookcase and doing a bunch of DIY projects to do it. Because that's just me. I'm a crafter. I automatically think that I have to make it, and it's a problem. I should just really not spend all the time doing it, but I think it's gonna be fun. I have some cool ideas here. I have more of a theme of like a Whimsy Goth sort of vibe, which is funny because I'm more of a Tim Burton girly. But this year, man, I basically just want to bring the forest inside and have a bunch of spooky creatures, you know? So I have 5 projects here. One being like, I want to take these Dollar Tree skeletons and I basically want to turn them into like zombie skeleton fairies that hang from my ceiling, and I want to pose some of them on like this mossy mushroom that I got from Target for $3. I have this ginormous spider from Dollar Tree that I'm totally going to change up, add moss, paint him, make him look cute, have him just like across my bookcase. I'm going to rip the head off this doll because why not? I'm also going to completely get rid of her face too, so she's going to go through a lot, but this is going to be my Madame Leotta that I want to make from Haunted Mansion. So not Whimsy Goth, but I have an obsession with Haunted Mansion right now. And then lastly, the project that I think could be really, really cool, I'm hoping it's going to come out good. I want to change the ceiling in my office. I basically want to turn it into like a giant storm cloud with LED lights and everything. So I have a bunch of polyfill to just kind of stick on the top of my ceiling. So those are all the projects I'm trying to attempt to get done. Hopefully they come out really cool. We shall see. But I'll stop jib-jabbing. Let's just get into it. And I guess in the reveal, we'll find out if this was one ginormous Pinterest fail. All right, so let's go. It's time to work on the skeleton zombie fairy things. Okay, I got all this from Dollar Tree. Literally, I know you can still get them there. They have these every year. It's the garland of skeletons. And then in the craft section, I just picked up random colors of like different butterflies, paper butterflies. I'm gonna paint them, grungify them a little bit, use some glue, call it a day. I think this should actually be an easy project. So let's see how it kind of goes. All right, so honestly, I just took some watered down dark brown acrylic paint and I painted it on, splotched it off with some napkins, and then it basically gave me this nice fringy look, which looks cool with when you have like really pretty wings. We should play around with color. Okay, this is looking cool. Okay, so for these wings, you have to cut out the white space. And then what I did is I folded the smaller wings on top of the larger wings to make them look almost like they're moving and to give it a little bit more color dimension. And I think it came out cute. I hope you like it too. It was very quick, by the way, very easy. All right, so I don't know how I'm editing this video, so I don't know if you saw it or not. I can't talk. It's the morning, okay? And if you already saw it, you know that I did not have a good morning. I woke up to some fiasco. So if you did see it, well then you know what's up. If you haven't, foreshadowing. But anyways, we're moving on to a new project, okay? So let's carry on. I got my mug that says dead inside because I am. I got a spider here. This is from Dollar Tree. It was $3. The one over by me has that new section where things are more than a freaking dollar. But I honestly think this is still worth it. It's this like tarantula spider thing. It originally came in this like sort of black-white color, but I wanted it to look more natural because I'm trying to do the Whimsy Goth vibe. I'm trying to make him look like he's a part of the forest, you know? So I just took brown acrylic paint. This was originally a test strand, but I got carried away, so sorry I did it off camera. But I literally just watered down a little bit of acrylic paint and brushed it on and kind of just moved my fingers through it like you're dyeing your hair. And it totally worked. It was nice. So if you wanted to do this, or even if you wanted to make it like super colorful and make it like a unicorn fairy tarantula, that could be fun too. I'm just throwing it out there. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the other half so it all matches. And then we'll start adding like moss and soil and things like that and make them look a little bit more cute. Oh, I also painted on his eyes. They just had like red beads before. I'm gonna paint the rest of this off camera and then we'll go do all the fun stuff. So let's go. All right, so this bad mama jam is actually pretty easy. I already did all of that acrylic painting like I told you. It takes it really, really well, so do whatever color you want. Then just take moss and other plant life. I had these little flowers, so I just cut them off and started gluing them on. And I just put it sporadically all over. His legs, his toes, his back. I have a little crown that you'll see in a little bit. I just added it all over. And then I took some paint, just light green, and then also later on you'll see some dark green, just to add dimension to my moss, because I used the Dollar Tree stuff, so it was all one color. But if you go to Michael's and you get the variety pack, awesome, that would be great too. But once I was done with that, I just added some butterfly wings, just to tie it in with my little fairy skeletons. And that's it. All right, next up, since I forgot to do the intro, this is the storm ceiling. I know, by the way, like that you can see I'm painting silver tacks. I know you can buy them, but I couldn't find them, okay? But I needed white tacks just to put up all this poster board. I used about 14 from the Dollar Tree to cover my entire ceiling because you want to protect it from the glue that we're going to use for the polyfill, so don't miss this step. So it's time to actually put up the damn lights here. I finally got them in the mail. I ordered mine off of Amazon. I'll leave the link down below if they're good. If they're not, I won't. But I got it off of Amazon because I need the style that kind of like dances, jumps, fades, all that jazz. You have a remote that has a bunch of presets. It has all the colors. You can fade it. It goes with the music, so we'll test that later. But if you try to go to like Target or Walmart and get the ones that they have there, the strip lights, because that's what I'm using, the flat ones, they don't have those presets and you're not going to get the storm effect. So be aware of that if you're trying to recreate this. You'll just have a lighted up sky, which is still cool. But if you want the storm vibes, you need them to dance, okay? That's what's going on. But I'm going to put these up. No rhyme or reason, just kind of squiggled around. I have all the poster board up that you saw. My thumb is honestly dying. But we'll get this up, add some polyfill, and then this will finally be done. This definitely takes a while, guys. This is like hours of work. So I'm going to get going. So this honestly, actually, this is a happy little accident. But when I was trying to put the light part up on the ceiling, it doesn't actually reach all the way up there. It's going to start on my wall. So I need to add more poster board and add clouds kind of in the corner. So I guess it will almost look like lightning's going to shoot up, which is cool. Like I said, happy little accident, but I need to freaking do more poster board and tacks. And my poor little thumb is just in so much pain. But it is what it is. It will probably make it look cooler. So I'll do that. And then we can do the lights. Okay? Okay. So for the corner stuff, make sure you use your poster board in kind of like an awkward triangle where it's skinny at the bottom and wide at the top so it feeds into the sky. And then make sure you guys get this tape lighting stuff. That way it sticks to the poster board. The string lights won't work. All right, so I just got home from work. That's why I'm all crazy. But leaving off from this morning here, it's finally time to actually put the clouds up and hopefully make this look like a ceiling. Not a ceiling. You can tell it's after work. Hopefully make this look like a storm. But I have 2 big bags of these ginormous freaking 50-ounce bags of polyfill. Hopefully this will kind of look cool after too, even when the lights aren't on and not just like a bunch of cotton that I randomly stuck on the wall. No, I didn't really think about that. So we'll see, but I'm just gonna spray some like heavy duty adhesive on the poster board because that's why we put it up there, to protect our ceilings. And then just kind of, you know, shove some polyfill up there and pray that it works. So let's do that. Alright, so I know I look crazy, but I legit just woke up. And let me show you what I woke up to. So yeah, here it is. All that work that I did. Let me go ahead and add some light to the subject. Yeah, you see that? Just hanging down. Yeah. So that's what this is. All the hard work's a little bit lost, but that's okay. It is what it is. I know that this should work, so if you do it, I think you just need to spray a whole hell of a lot more glue than I did. I only had the 1 can, so I was being pretty sparse. But this should work. It's just a Pinterest fail for me today. So it is what it is. I have to move on. Maybe I'll try to do this later, but we're gonna nix it for now and go do the other decorations. So let's do that. It's not such a great morning, but that's okay. Let's go. All right, new project time. So I want to do the Madame Leotta like I was telling you about, which means that I need a doll that I have to rip its face off of. So we're gonna do that really quick. I'm gonna basically rip her head off and then I'm gonna melt her face off. She's put on a fight though. Oh my Lord, come off. Oh my God. Ah! Off, man. Well, I got the packaging off. Rip these wings off. Ah. What if we just like crack your neck? So cracking works. This is our girl. That's nice. I have my head. This will fit in my little, don't look at my head. This will fit in my little like orb thing. I'll show you what I have. So this I got from Target like a year ago. The hand was originally gold, so I just painted it black really quick. And our girl will fit perfectly inside of here. We're gonna mess around with her hair. It won't be in a cute little ponytail. It's gonna be a frizzy mess, but that's okay. We're gonna make her look cool. You know, I could probably actually just paint over this since I need to paint her skin. Maybe we don't need to melt her face. We can actually just paint over it. I have to repaint her skin anyways, like a minty green. So I don't know why I was thinking about melting off her face. I think I just got a little bit too excited. But I do want to remove the pink stuff in her hair. I think the blue stuff is already perfect as is. We might just give her like a little bit of a haircut and then we'll paint her face and then hopefully she'll look like Madame Leotta. Fingers crossed. So let's move to the table. So for her foundation, if you will, I have this light blue at the bottom and then I add some orange to the top to give it more of a gray blue for shading. And then I have a medium blue just out of the tube. All right, so I'll use that to give her dimension in her face. But the light blue here, I did about 3 coats on her face all together. I blow dried it in between to make it go faster. And then I used the other 2 colors just to give you that dimension. So I'm cutting out her cheeks. I'm starting to cut out her jawline and whatnot, try to make her look a little bit more gaunt. It's kind of hard to see on camera though. And then this is just me painting. So enjoy. This is real time, real speed, guys. Now for the details, I honestly just followed the lines of the doll head already. So her eyes and her lips, just followed those lines, made it super, super easy. But I did decide to do kind of some funky colors because I mean, her skin's blue. So I gave her purple lips and some crazy green eyes, which I know look spooky as hell. And she looks like only a face a mother could love. But trust the process. Just hold on a sec. Okay, so I did change it up. I changed her eye shape by adding more of like a lazy look. So I did a dark turquoise makeup eyelid, if you will. And then I essentially did some eyebrows and some eyelashes off camera and added matte varnish. Definitely add the matte varnish, it helps a lot. All right, so hair time now. I know like lighting and everything keeps changing and whatnot. It's because I've been doing this over the course of days instead of the weekend I was supposed to do it. So sorry, but we're back with Madame Leotta here. I have her face, I put some matte varnish on her and everything, but now it's just hair. And honestly, I'm just gonna trim it and basically throw hairspray and rat tease the hell out of it. And then stuff her in a jar. So that's pretty much it. This should be very easy. All right, hair time, man. So I just cut off like a good chunk of the hair and just spritz the hell out of it, man. Use your fingers, scrub it up. Use a little curling iron if you got it. Added a little bit more shape for me, but I just really scrubbed it up and it looks all right. So for the rest of it, I just added some spider webs, glued on her head, put the glass jar on top, which will keep the jar from moving, and call it a day. All right, so for this next Bad Mama Jamma, I'm just gonna take one of my butterfly dudes that I have, one of my skeleton fairies, and I'm gonna use this mossy mushroom that I found at Target that I thought was kind of cute and already pretty like Whimsy Goth. It was only $3, and then I also picked up like little, it's like almost like, it's like brown moss and then basically spider webbing. So we can kind of decorate this a little bit, glue on a little bit one of these skeleton dudes. I realize though, I'm gonna have to like cut him to move his arms because only the legs dangle, man. What the heck? So I need to cut off his arms and place them in a fun position, which I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So we're gonna experiment a little bit. But this honestly is like a really fast, quick thing. So I'm excited. I like easy projects that make me happy. So let's get into it. Come on, arm. Woo, that popped off. It's cut off some kneecaps. All right, here's our dude. Nice and happy. All right, so before I add him on, I'm just decorating the mushroom a little bit with some spider web, and then I'm trying to add some moss as well. I made the mistake of putting him on first. Don't do that. Make sure you do it this way. But once you have your base on, then you can go ahead and add your skeleton. I cut off those legs and arms as you guys saw because I want to reposition him because he doesn't really sit right. So just be aware of that with the Dollar Tree skeletons. So I'm just gluing on his femur or whatever and then the bottom legs. Give him a little crissy-cross, make him look cute and happy. And then I'm adding his arms to cross in his lap. But you could do whatever you want. They are kind of hard to position though, I'm not gonna lie. But he does look cute. But after that, I just added some more butterflies. I basically glued 2 back to back so that way there was no white space seen. And then I added more moss on the bottom just to kind of finish it out. The little flowers are just some more foliage to give dimension. And then I painted it, which I didn't actually film apparently. But I think he looks cool. You can see the paint here, how it really adds a lot, like the dimensionality with the dark green and the light green and even dark brown. It just makes it more interesting to look at. All right, sorry, I'm squatting here. I put my camera at a weird angle. It's finally time to actually decorate this bad boy. So I'm gonna start with just like, you know, your typical, I don't know, webbing, creepy claw stuff, and then we'll put on the decor. I also have like little pumpkins and stuff I got from the Dollar Tree. As you can tell, I'm very inexpensive. I try to just make everything. So hopefully it's gonna come together here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these bad boys now, since they were supposed to be flying from the ceiling, but we'll just futz around and see what we figure out. So I think what I'm gonna start with is maybe creepy cloth. If y'all's never used this before, it comes pretty like clean, if you will. Like this is fine, this looks great. But if you just kind of claw at it with your hands, you treat your hand like a claw and you just start stretching it, it's gonna make it look a little creepier because it's gonna look like it has holes and stuff in it. So recommend that if you're gonna use this. I got this at Dollar Tree, by the way. It's way cheaper than when you go to like Michael's or Spirit Halloween or whatever. Okie doke, it's all done. I'm happy with it. I don't know what I was really picturing at the end, to be honest, but I think this is kind of cute and whimsical. And I'm normally so much of a Tim Burton girly that this is very different for me, and I actually really like it. It feels kind of like I'm in a spooky forest, a spooky cute forest, so I'll take it. I think the spider actually ended up being my favorite project. I like him so much. He's my little buddy. And I told you guys at the beginning, I'm terrified of spiders, but he's cute, so I like him. But yeah, I actually think I might keep this up year round despite the pumpkins. I'm feeling it that much. But I hope you guys liked it too. I know this was probably chaos because I originally didn't have the weekend that I thought I would, so I've been doing this over the course of my work week. So it's been a little crazy, but I'm also learning how to kind of like film while I make stuff. So sorry if it was nuts, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found a project, especially if this is kind of the style you want to do for Halloween. But everything was very cheap. Most of it was at Dollar Tree. It really doesn't take a lot of time. The ceiling takes the most. The rest of it, it might look like it took me a while because I had to do it like intermittently between working, but it's really not all that bad. So I hope y'all do it too. But anyways, I will catch you guys next week. I'll see you later, and bye.